It's great when you are able to bring great witnesses who actively participated in an industry as great as the theater in Nigeria. And we have been talking through Professor Segun Ojewi with the late Jimi Solanke. Today we'll continue his interview, his recollection of some of the events that were high points of his long career in the theater industry. Happy viewing as you come along with us.
I was working. All I wanted to do was just be on stage. Going back to go and take a certificate beyond the one I've taken, the diploma I've taken, till date, I think is a waste of time, because if you know, when you hear the sound of God say, go, 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 and you working hard and you are going as God is talking to you, that's what has got me to the position of me sitting down and talking about theater and drama or performance in this country today. Because by that 1968 or thereabout, Michael Crowder, Peggy Harper, all of them, Robin Hood, they moved from Ibadan to Ife. And when they moved to Ife, they were in the Institute of Cultural Studies. No more, not like the African Studies in UA Ibadan. University of Ife, they had Institute of Cultural Studies. Yoruba, etc., fine arts, etc., and then came dance, theater, music. And they had Akinyuba there for music, Peggy Harper there for dance, and Olarotimi there for drama. I think they sat down and held a meeting. That's how they lured me from Ibadan to their own center in Arubidi, the Oriolokun Center for Arts and Culture, which is just a small arm of the Institute of Cultural Studies, which was run then by the same Michael Crowder, who used to be at Institute of African Studies in Ibadan. So they sent somebody to me. And when I got there, they made me felt good. You are going to be assistant director to Peggy Harper. She respects you a lot. You are going to be assistant director to Akinyuba Music. Oh, he likes you a lot. And mostly you're going to be the assistant director to Olarotimi Drama. And that's how I said, yes, I love working. Yes. That's how I sunk myself in Ife, and I started working hard. I even had further expansion in all aspects of my. That's where I wrote the song that became Baba Agba, that they are calling me Baba Agba today. That's where I wrote some scripts.
What's the song?
Baba Agba, Baba Agba. But it used to be Takpara, Takpara, Eru lo ń bà mí o. It was a song written for a play, Atlanta, Ghana, from Papua New Guinea, which was choreographed by Peggy Harper. Peter Bagdejo was in it, I was in it, and I wrote the song as the moon and the sun and all that and all that. And so many other things happened in Ife. And
so to mention talk about some of the plays that you performed in at Ife.
In Ife, I was the Baba in holding talks. I was Kurumi. I was Oba in Lagos and us to blame. In Our Husband Has Gone Mad Again, I played Elejoka Brown. And to crown it all, I played Ovorawen Ogbaisi, which eventually Having played it with so much heart, we took the play here and there. Even Rerenu, I was the first character that played the share in Rerenu that we took everywhere. We taught all these plays. People who still remember them will remember that they have seen me in the premiere of Rerenu. And eventually when it got to Ovoranwen or Baisi, we took it to Benin, which was the last port of call. At the Ogbe Stadium, without any microphone on me, every member of the audience, I didn't know how I did the projection, heard me clearly. At the end of the day, the news from the chiefs who came, who some of them said they wiped tears from their eyes and believed I was Ovoranwen, reported to the Oba, and the governor was there to himself. So when we finished the performance and we were ready to come back, the governor told Olarotimi that our Oba cannot leave these premises. Somehow they wrote letters to each other, and the institute released me for Midwest. And I was in Midwest Arts Council Senior Cultural Officer, Music, Dance, and Drama. That's how I got into the Midwest cultural expansion. You know, handling dance programs, handling musical programs, handling dramatic programs. In fact, it came in 1974, which was part of the last things I did before I left the place, because by then I was getting homesick again. The aura of the Oba there was already waning, and I felt like going home. So what happened was we took a whole program to Lagos, 1974, when they were selecting drama groups, chorals, choruses, and bands in their preparation for Festac. We took a team from the Midwest Arts Council to Lagos, and I'm still grateful to God. The team I brought from Benin won, and the play was Home to the River by Neville Ukoli. I built the set, the costumes, directed it, and I played Mudi Agan, the lead character. Till date, I still remember when the curtain was raised and the set alone won us applause from the beginning of the play, and I was wondering what happened. Have they seen me? Because, well, by the time I stormed out, the applause continued, and we won. Midwest Arts Council with the play, we won. We won first prize. So it was then that Dexter Lindsay, Longman Lindsay, said, Jimmy, come back, come back. Don't go to Ife, come back to your original source. And that's why I went back to Ibadan.
And what was the company called at Ibadan then?
University Unibadan Masks acting company. Then it became the Masks. And we did a lot of other good things.
So were you a part of the 1960 Masks or not?
1960 Masks, I was part of it because they were part of the productions we were working on when we were at Mbari and following them to the university campus to rehearse, it was like my stepping stone into how we got into the school of drama. And Orisun Theatre became the baby or the embryo group of the 1960 masks.
So you said earlier in some previous conversation that 1956 or 57 was when you first met Solanke. Is my recollection right?
Yes. You know, when I came out of school, we were living in one house, 109 Jebu Bypass, Okeado. And that house Femi Fatoba was living there. Shola Odumfa was living there. The Akioyes, they owned the house. We were tenants in the house. Then the senior brother to Professor Solanke's wife, Cecilaide, the senior brother, Demola Idowu, was a kingpin of all of us, a journalist of top repute in those days. And Cecilaide would come and stay in one of the rooms with his brother. Then I would see Ogami, who became my Ogami, because I used to admire him then. He would come in one Jeep, university Jeep, new Jeep, the real iron horse gone, and he would park, and Cecilaide would jump into it and jump, and they would drive up with, I will remember Cecilaide's cap, scarf, That's since when I knew him. When Dexter made that offer, I felt, that's nice. What am I doing in Benin? And you see, the reason why I'm as free as this is because I don't wait for any department or any organization or any institution that has employed me. I don't think of them as if I want to stay there and die. I don't want to live there and die. Because when I'm through with you, when I'm tired of your organizational abilities, I will walk away. Maybe that is what has kept me going and has kept the artist in me alive. Because if you are employed in a place and you need to wait until somebody signs the paper before you start a rehearsal, it means you are dying. It's killing me softly. And yet you can't do anything about it. And then when you do anything on your own, they say double interest. You are earning salary here and you are doing something there. So I decided not to be tightly connected or tied down to any institution. So when I got back to Ibadan, Lindesay was nice. He bribed me. He got me car loan. You know, I was living in Ojo, and it was fine. And he put me as the assistant director in the company. And we started working. Uncle Dakpo was there, and he was very happy I was back again. And then, bam, came the time for Festac. When I was there, I was used to instruct in acting. I was used to instruct in movement. I was used to instruct in voice, elocution, and all that. Fine. But the most important aspect of my return to Ibadan was the announcement that Uncle Dapo Adelugba would be working on the play for Festac. That was about 2 years since I got back to Ibadan. And so we started working hard in earnest. The whole of the premises of the Institute of African Studies we used for set building, day and night. I remember these two girls, Taiwo and Kehinde Lijadu. They were very hardworking. They were there with us, and then we were rehearsing. That was another good time for me in Ibadan, because the new set of people that I met there were very, very hardworking too. Uncle Tuju was still there. He was still there. I had one office in one corner at the back of the stage, and I enjoyed it. So when we came to Festac, we had the Festac, we had the play Langbodo, and I was in too many other things. I was representing Nigeria in male vocal and the play. I was made an actor trainer in the play too, so which was very nice. But my exposition, all these actors from other lands, all these singers from other land, I saw Stevie Wonder, I met all of them, and they were saying, when are you coming to America? When are you coming to America? You see, by then, I felt, am I going back to this Ibadan? That's how I took off. 2 weeks after Festac, because I had enough money, I had everything, I had passports, visa, everything. It was not as hard as this to pick up your visa in the 70s, to go to America. Maybe 1 naira was even more than $1 then. So with all the enthusiasm I got, with all those people I met, I took off for America. Terrible experience. When I got to America, the only thing I did in the first city I stayed was that song, Onola Ojagbaragada Ayedujara Onotila Ari Odo Re Koja Eru Obodo Odo Tishan. You see, I was calling my friends.
What was the recording company?
It was this, okay, Randy Weston came to the Festac, saw me perform, and when I got to America, I think I called Randy. I called 1 or 2 people that gave me there, and they knew that I was in America. But for the first time seeing that much snow, the snow of 1977 winter in New York. I was on about the 14th floor, and the snow was like I can reach out and no cars. You have, where are you going? You have to to see your car. You have to shovel it. So they just called me Ralph McDonald. Say, hey bro, I have a job here, and I believe you are the one to do it. Can we meet in the studio? My studio is going for the second speak. Oh, okay. I got the address, I got the suit, and so I kitted myself up, gloves, everything, boots. I made an effort to get to the subway, and I got to the studio. Come and see Grover Washington, Eric Gale, Hugh Masekela, late songstress Miriam Makeba, and so many other great people. I say, This was around November 1977. And they gave me the script that translated, let's see what we can do with it. So I got the script. It gave me a hot drink. Sit down, you can take it home. We'll call you maybe the day after tomorrow when you're ready to put your voice on it. Everybody told us that you are the one who can do it, blah, blah, blah. So I sat down, accepted their hospitality for some time. Then they said somebody should lead me back to the subway. I got home, I didn't sleep. I said, all these people have been hearing and reading about. I just left their presence. That's when I sat down and I started working on that first ever voice on rhythm to be made anywhere in the world.
It's as if the thing shouldn't end. But then we've come to the end of another episode of the Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History. And you'll agree with me that Jimi Solanke is a worthy witness for you to learn from, to be on the journey of how the Nigerian theatre evolved with. And next week, we will be bringing you another episode of the Nigerian Theatre Witnesses to History with Segun Ojewi, who is our interviewer for these episodes for the Tunde Lanyo podcast. Until then,